Can see you. Can you please name yourself, dear? And why people are not switching on the cameras? Niharika, Ranjita, Krishnaveni, Nandini, Divya. Hi, Nupur. Nice to see you. Hey, Krishnaveni. Hi. Tanvi. Nice to see you. So, all of you had lunch? Yes.
Yes, had.
Okay. So, how is the weather at your location?
At my place, it's
Turning by Jobs for Her and KDM. Right. So today's session is about job ready strategies. Now, as a person, as a strategist who is looking for a job, what do you think are few things that are required for you to strategize your job seeking?
What is our goal in which
resume ready. Resume should be ready.
which line I would say we are planning.
Sonia, we cannot hear you at all.
Resume should be
Can you
ready.
hear me? Can you hear me?
No, no, we can hear you, but voice is very low, dear.
Can you hear me now?
You're using a laptop or something?
I'm using the laptop itself.
Okay, the volume is full.
Yeah, the volume is full.
Okay, maybe the mic has a. Okay, no problem. You can talk. Tell me.
Yeah. So for me, as a job ready strategy means we should be clear what kind of role or what kind of company we are targeting with. We should have
Yes.
that clarity in mind. What is our expertise or what knowledge we have? Basis that we should be clear which kind of company or which industry we should be targeting, and in that, what kind of role will be suitable for us.
Right. Yes, absolutely right. Nupur says resume. Aisha says communication. Yes, both are correct. What else do we need for a job ready strategy?
Confidence.
Confidence. Yes. So today's session is about job ready strategies. And to begin with, we will speak about SWOT. So last week when we met, I had informed you that we will start with SWOT. Vani, did you do your SWOT?
That's no.
So you're a clear example of face is the index of mind. With your facial expressions, I understood you have not done. Okay. How many of you have done your SWOT? Can I see hands raised, virtual hands? Krishnaveni is also smiling. Subhashini has done. Okay. Aisha has done. Uma has done. Okay. So, Alekia, can you choose one person whose SWOT we can dissect?
Abhilasha.
Abhilasha. Abhilasha, have you done your SWOT?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do one more. Nandana.
Nandana, have you done your SWOT? I don't think so. Uma, have you done your SWOT? You're on mute. Okay. No. Okay, Aisha, have you done your SWOT? Can you come on video, please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've done my SWOT.
Okay. So, okay. So we are going to dissect one person's SWOT, and that lucky person is Aisha. Okay. Aisha, to begin with, please. Okay. So for the participants, please figure out. Please pay attention to what Aisha is speaking, because along with me, you will also be giving inputs to Aisha. Okay. Aisha, is it possible for you to switch on your camera?
Actually, I'm more comfortable without
Okay, no
without
worries.
switching on the camera because my kids are with me.
That's okay. Anyways, no worries. Can you please tell me what are your strengths?
My strength is my communication,
Okay.
creativity, and technology. Okay. Um, and I'm like, I mostly never give up. Whatever task I get, I don't do it like I don't keep it incomplete. Okay, I always complete the tasks, and I try to do till I achieve the perfection. That can be strength as well as in weakness also. Sometimes it's time consuming because if I want to attain the perfection, sometimes it's time consuming. But on the whole, I feel it is good to never give up, and and my academics and my
Okay. And
IQ. I'm quite good at academics.
okay, got it. Okay, your weakness, you said one is your time consuming perfection. Apart from that, what else are your weaknesses?
Mm, and my mostly I'm slightly slow in
Okay.
performing the tasks, and yeah, for me initiation is slightly a problem. After I start, I'll do it fast, but until I start, it takes some time for me.
Starting problem.
Yes.
Okay.
And according to the job, my age.
Okay. How young are you?
I'm 36 years old.
I am telling how young are you and I'm telling I'm 36 years old.
How young are
You should
in
say I'm
the
36 years young.
yes, 36 years young. Yeah,
We are so
that
used
can
to
be.
using things that others are using. Old, old, old.
Yeah, that is there. Yeah, that's good actually. Good point.
Okay. Opportunities
Opportunities. Uh, I have studied in some of the reputed colleges
like,
like Mount Carmel College from Bangalore,
oh, even
and
I'm a Carmelite, so we are
oh
from
yeah,
the same college.
yeah, good to hear it. And MS Ramaya College. I have done my B.Ed from MS Ramaya College,
Mhm.
and yeah, these are the opportunities of studying. But some of the opportunities I lost. Actually, I was about to do my software engineering, but I couldn't go to the counseling at that
Okay.
time. So I my profession has completely changed. Then due to marriage and household and all that and the kids, I had to choose teaching. Now finally I'm finally, but since I told I'm good at academics and studying, so since I want to do start my career in the creativity as well as technology, so both the combination is mostly UX designing. So I like this field, so I started studying in this field and started doing the courses. So these are opportunities, one of the opportunities is Infosys Springboard.
Mhm.
Okay, they give us the platform to learn, and
Mhm.
Hershakti and Herki, they're one of the good opportunities. And also I'm also using the skill build of IBM to learn this field.
Okay. Okay. What are your threats?
My threats is managing the family as well as career, especially my children, because we need. I got many opportunities, but due to the taking care of children, I had to. I couldn't go to the interviews, which the jobs were from 7 to 9 o'clock, night 9 o'clock, or 9 to 7 o'clock. So
Mhm.
these are some of my threats.
Okay. How old are your children?
My the elder one is 9 year old and the younger one is 6 years old.
Okay.
That's
Any other threats?
Any other? I think that's the main.
Okay. So I hope everybody heard Aisha loud and clear. And nevertheless, I have made a note of it and I'm going to repeat the SWOT. So her strengths, communication, creativity, technology, never give up attitude, complete the task, achieve perfection, and her IQ is too good. She is also good at academics. And her weakness, she has mentioned, is time consuming perfection, slightly slow in performing tasks. She has initiation problems, so she has, and she feels that her age, she's 36 years young, but she feels that her age is not by her side. Opportunities, she mentioned Mount Carmel College she has studied, Jamia College she has studied. She has done software engineering. And teaching. She is she has clearly identified one thing that she can do, and that is a mix of creativity and technology, which is UX designing, and she's learning that. Her other opportunities are a course at IBM, Hershakti, Hockey, and Infosys Springboard. Threats, managing family and career. She has two children aged 9 years and 6 years. Okay. So my first question to all of you is, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you have to rate the SWOT, okay, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, uh, how much rating will you give to the SWOT? You can put it in the chat. I'm getting 7s and 8s. Okay. Priya Goyal says 9. Okay. Nupur Saxena says 9. Okay. So let me ask questions to Priya and Nupur. Okay. So Priya and Nupur, can you please unmute yourselves? So my first question to both of you is, from her strengths, can you clearly define what opportunities are available for her?
I think, hello ma'am, this is Priya Goyal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Priya.
I think according to her strength, she have opportunity to connect people, as her communication is well, her academic is well, and I think my communication is English speaking is little weak, so
Yeah.
I think she is better than me
Okay.
to communicate and connect with the others.
So Priya, you have basically rated her 9, comparing her with your communication, her communication and your communication. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Nupur, can you just tell me what opportunities are available for her based on her SWOT?
As she mentioned, that she is now want to come into software or technology. So she has a clear vision that she has to come into IT or technology, and to reach to that position, she is pursuing the courses. And apart from this, she is going through the trainings and upgrading herself, which means. So I think she is clear on her goals. So she said that she is good in academics, so that is also a plus point, so that she can achieve her uh, the whatever she is planning to achieve. She's putting all her 100% to achieve. She has a clear vision, and she is putting her hard work, putting all the efforts to reach to the point. That is what I
Yeah.
felt.
Okay. Thank you so much, Priya and Nupur, for your insights. So let me check with two people who have given 7. Rashmi and Uma, Rashmi, anyone? You guys have given 7. On what basis have you marked her 7? The lowest is 7, the highest is 8. Sorry, 9. Sindhu Krishnaveni, you have also given 7. On what basis have you given 7?
Yeah, problem is like she has a starting problem, she said, right? So in today's world and today's in world, like in tech world, so if we want to come up or like stand out, we need like we need to take our own initialization. We just don't want someone to push us up. We need to take our own initialization and come up. So that is why I gave her
That is why you
7.
gave. Okay.
Yeah.
Krishnaveni, your reason for giving 7?
Yeah. For her, similarly, I also felt that. But regarding threats, we are also in same boat. Managing family, managing children, she has to work on that. So she is looking at that is like additional burden, but it's a part of life. We need to see
Okay.
some alternative. That's what my
Right.
opinion.
Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so here I see that everybody's opinion of 7, 8, and 9 is based on her SWOT. You're either marking her based on her communication, you're marking her based on her weakness, threats, or things. But I would like to not mark her on anything, but I would say that her strength itself is incomplete. Okay, because you don't have the correct data here. What I want you all to do here is not judge her or mark her based on any of things that see, for me, I can feel that I have a very supportive family. Okay. At the same time, if I feel that my family is not supporting me at all, okay, maybe you have a family, very supportive family, and I have a non-supportive family. Okay. Then I will see, for me, my family will become a threat. For you, your family will become a strength. Correct? So it is very different. It is different perception. Now here, Aisha, when you have mentioned your strength, you have not given me your technical skills at all, right?
Okay.
You have
Yes,
to,
ma'am.
it is very, I had clearly mentioned that your strength is a combination of soft skills and technical skills.
Okay.
Communication, creativity, never give a attitude, achieving perfection, having good IQ is something that everybody is required to have at work. Apart from that, you said you have done your B.Ed, right? Okay. So your degrees, your technical skills, your previous experiences, all this will become your strength. From the strength, we can connect to your opportunities. Okay. So I am not asking you what opportunities life gave you. Okay. Like you mentioned about studying in an elite colleges like Mount Carmel or Ramaya College. Those are not your opportunities. Your opportunities will stem from your strength. So communication is your strength. Then can you be a technical trainer in whatever activity? What is your specialization, Aisha? What specialization you have taken here? Okay, Aisha, are you there? Okay, so whatever specialization she's taken will become her strength. Her weakness, see, perfection itself is a myth. So if you are wasting your time on making things very perfect, which is not required, then you are just wasting time. So you have to mitigate that. And like, Rashmi said that in today's world, we have to be a self-starter. We cannot expect others to push us. So that bit, you also have to start taking that risk. Why we don't start things on our own and wait for others is because we are seeking validation. We all seek validation because that's how our parents have brought us up. From childhood, we cannot do anything. They don't give us independence. Okay, you go and check. Okay, you just do it. Now we are giving it to our children, correct? We always tell them, if we have to send them to a shop to buy something, what we tell them, go to this shop and buy this one only. We don't tell them that we want this. We don't let them explore. Right? So this is one change you can bring in your own children from today onwards. So validation is your problem and not, performance or perfection. And starting problem, like you already have started this on your own. Aisha, I think we have lost her, but this is for the benefit of others. Threat managing a family and career, for some people, it can definitely be a threat. So Aisha, how do you want to overcome this threat? Are you looking for a house help?
Yes, ma'am. I am looking for house help as well as I was looking for a job, work from home job.
Mhm.
Okay, until my children grow up some 2 3 years more older.
So now, Aisha, can you please tell me that, see, now in this session, your children are around you, correct?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So say you take work from home and you have a team meeting. How will you manage your children? Who will take care of them?
Yeah, actually, they are. I'll be in the separate room and I'll tell them to be in another room.
Okay. So can you just start practicing this from the next session onwards?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, because you have to test this, whether it
Yes,
is
yes.
working or not. Switch
Yeah,
on your
exactly.
camera because your employer will want you on camera.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So everybody
Yeah,
who
right.
thinks I can do this later, you have
Yeah.
to do a test now. Do we buy
Okay.
a car without testing or a bike without testing?
No.
Test drive is required, right? So this is
Yes.
also a test drive for you.
Okay. Okay, I
So
got
put
it.
your kids in another room and switch on your camera and sit completely for this 2 hour set, 1.5, 90-minute session. If you're
Today, ma'am.
doing this every day, then that means this will work for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will have to have a help hired.
Okay.
So
Okay, I
you
got
have to rework on your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats, Aisha, because your
Okay.
strengths need to have your degrees, your technical know-how, and
Yes.
everything that converts into a job. I hope
Okay.
the SWOT was clear for everybody. Was it clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Yeah. So when you are doing your SWOT, you have 100% right to judge yourself or think about whether it is clear or, how can you mitigate this weakness and threats. So that you can do. So until you write it down, guys, you will not get this. Because sometimes this problems will be there only in the mind. So we have this method, right? Asking why, 5 whys. Okay, so you think managing a family is a problem. Why? Because they need me from this time to this time. Why? Because they don't go to school. Why? Because they are small. So what can I do to mitigate this? I can hire a nanny, I can hire a help, or will my family members take care? What can I do? How can I keep them busy? Or can I, slowly train them to be on their own and not disturb me when I'm working? Work from home, I would tell you, it will drive you mad because work from home job never ends. And along with that, that guilt will be there. Anytime anybody connects with you, you are pressurized to finish the task because they are working from home. Work from home does not have a timeline. People feel you're working from home, so it's okay. Anytime you can connect with this person. Right? So please be aware. And I would recommend so many years you were there at home. Get out of your house. Your house has become your comfort zone. So for me, what I do is I also work from home, but once or twice in a week, I go to the client's office, I work from their office because I don't want to get into the comfort of being at home. Or I go to Decathlon Bangalore, there is a nice cafe, I sit outside and I work from there. I go to Starbucks, I work from there. Right? So you need a change. You need to get out of your house, which is your comfort zone. Right? Moving on, there is a small video I'm sharing with all of you. Please let me know if it is audible. Is it audible?
Yes, it is audible.
So my top career tip for women in tech is to surround yourself with incredible role models. I think one of the best things that I've found for myself in my career at Google and my career broadly has been learning from and surrounding myself with incredibly smart, talented, motivated people. And these are people who lift me up, who champion me, and who give me the opportunity to champion and lift up others.
Know how to overcome imposter syndrome. I face it every day, but I have learned to really focus on the value that I bring. Maybe you're scared that you're not technical enough or you don't fit this idea of what someone in tech should be, but that changes every single day and we're redefining it as women.
Bring your whole self. Don't worry about what in tech is supposed to mean. I used to be a photographer, used to shoot a lot of concerts in a pit with a lot of men. And what I learned by navigating that scenario, I feel it is very applicable to my day-to-day life now.
A career tip that I feel like has been told to me and that I've tried to pass along to others is this idea of following your curiosity. So rather than mapping out like a perfect, 5-year plan or pursuing a particular title,
So my top career tip for women in tech is to surround
5-year plan or pursuing a particular title, more so kind of paying attention to that little voice inside your head that says like something is really interesting, and kind of pursuing projects that feed that curiosity.
When you work in tech, you are so lucky for many reasons. But one is that so many fields and verticals can benefit from tech. So advantage number one is that you can work in so many different fields and on so many different problems. And of course, advantage number two is that if you work in tech, because you have this unique perspective that's so valuable, you're very hireable, right? You can work in a lot of different places.
I have a tip on how to overcome the I'm not enough fear when applying to your dream job. The solution is building a skills-based resume rather than a timeline. Empathy has taught me that people need to really quickly understand if they should call a candidate up or not within the first 30 seconds of reviewing a resume. So really save your detailed experiences for interviews and only share a few relevant items that make employers curious to learn more about you.
My one tip for women in tech: just don't be afraid of trying different technologies and roles. You might surprise yourself with what you find and what you like.
Get comfortable talking about your work. So many of us have this mental hurdle of, am I bragging? Is it too much? Should I be talking about myself? Shouldn't my work be talking about myself? But the reality is, we are great cheerleaders of others. We talk at length about their accomplishments, and we need to be equally good at talking about our own work.
To value your own perspective and remind yourself often. It's super easy to get into that comparison trap, but a difference is not a weakness.
If you're not happy with the current way of working or with the culture of our society, and you want to be the one to initiate the change, my strategy is to set your mindset to be curious and optimistic and stay persistent with what you believe.
Embrace changes as they come and be prepared for any opportunities that may come by so that you're always ready to take on new opportunities.
Do not fear, be brave. Women belong in tech. Do not let anyone make you think otherwise.
Right. So what is your take on this video? What are your takeaways from this video? One takeaway.
We should not fear.
We should not fear.
Be persistent.
Be persistent. Can you just put that one word in the chat? One takeaway. Put this in the chat. Persistence. Don't fear. There's one thing very... Yes?
You should be prepared for opportunities.
Yes, curious, upskill yourself, opportunities, grab the opportunities. Yes. And very nicely, she spoke about imposter syndrome, right? We had the talk on that in goal setting also. Focus on yourself and you have to talk about your accomplishments, right? And do not think it is bragging, because what we do is we never talk what we have achieved. So how will the other person know? So for example, if Vani does not tell me her achievements, I will not know, right? Looking at Vani, what she has achieved. So you have to tell people through your resume, verbally also. All right. Thank you for sharing. Now we initially spoke, somebody mentioned that we need to have a dream company. Okay. So all of you need to figure out which is the dream company of yours that you would like to work with. Firstly, to find your dream company. How will you know that that is your dream company? Okay. When you define your priorities, that company should fit within your priorities. What is your priority in your life? Getting a job is a priority, correct? But what kind of a job? What shift you're looking at? Okay. Are you looking for a hybrid model? Are you looking for a work from home model? Are you looking for, say, part-time, full-time? So many priorities you might have. So put down your priorities. I acknowledge all the messages in the chat. Then do an online research. Check company reviews. Where do you check company reviews?
Ambition.com.
Ambition box. Huh?
Ambition box.
Ambition box, Glassdoor, all these places you can check company reviews. Quick online search for the company. What is the company been news recently? If you find a company, okay, they give you an offer letter and you find that just in the recent past, they have laid off so many people. Should you join that company? Is there a threat?
Yes.
Yes, there is a threat. And explore social media, which is nowadays something happens in the company, people go on social media and they start making posts, they start making polls, they start making a lot of hue and cry on social media. So that is anyways there. So identify the skills and qualification required by your dream company, and most importantly, tailor your resume and cover letter to highlight how your experience aligns with the job requirement. Now, this is something I want you all to, keep in mind when you are looking for a job. Company classification, I've just taken the technology bit of the classification. Now, you all want to work with a tech company. Okay. So, some of the companies, the technologies right now, I have not mentioned everything, but you can pick up any of your own specialization. Then you move to the company side. Ask yourself what company size you would like to work with, whether a small company, medium size, or a large size company. What kind of company you would like to work with? What should be the ownership structure of the company? Public, private, partnership, family owned, or joint venture? What is the model of the company? Do you want to work with a company that does B2B, that works as a B2B model? So business to business model, or business to customer, B2C, or e-commerce. And what stage of growth should the company be in? Whether a startup, growth phase, established, or a mature company. Why do you think you should know this company classification? Anybody?
The job. Before choosing the company, we should.
So we saw your dream company you should have define your priorities, right? First starts with defining your priorities. Now, some people might not want to work with startup because the work is too much. There won't be too much of flexibility. Some people will prefer startups because they can learn something in startup, right? Like that, please take a picture of this. Okay. And whenever you find a company, put them into this list. Just find out. Say, supposing, can you give me a name of a company? Anybody?
Infosys.
Infosys.
No, I don't want Infosys. I will give you a company.
IBM.
No, I don't want IBM, Infosys. 1 minute.
JP Morgan. JP Morgan.
Okay. I'm going to give you one name of one company. Okay. Okay. So I have given you the name of the company, Dynatech Tools and Devices. Okay. Can you tell me what kind of company is this? Can you put yourself on mute if you're not talking, please? I'm hearing a lot of background noise.
Private sector.
It's a manufacturing company, yes. What is the company size? We'll go with this. What is the company size?
We don't know. We have to Google it, right?
Yeah, Google it. Then what is the ownership structure? Is it public, private, partnership, family owned or joint venture? Then
It's a private sector.
okay. Private company. What is the business model, do you think? B2B or B2C?
B2C.
B2C, right? And what growth stage they are in? Startup growth stage or established manufacturers? What is the growth stage? It is incorporated in 1990 with 3 decades of engineering. 3 decades of manufacturing excellence, headquartered in Bangalore. So do you think it's a matured company or an
Yes,
established company?
established.
Yeah.
Established.
Right? So I hope everybody understood now, correct? So whenever you are getting a company, you're getting an offer, you have to come to this page. You've taken a picture, come to this picture and find out what kind of a company it is.
But company size is small, I guess, right? It's showing just
What?
51 to 200.
Yeah. It's an established company with small number of people.
Okay.
So why this is important is when you define your priorities and when you come to this, your priorities should match here. Now you can tell me that if I'm going to do that, my job, it will narrow down my job opportunities. Right? So some people might want to just take up a job, whatever job they are getting initially, and work there, gain experience and move on. That is also fine. That is your perspective. I would not say that is wrong. Okay. I would just say that in future, we all decided that we all want to be independent and wealthy, right? For that, you need to start understanding what company will give you that. Say you join a startup. Okay, you're joining at a minimum amount. Tomorrow the startup becomes a big hit. Like Alibaba. Everybody knows about Alibaba?
Yes.
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 So Alibaba's partner, that lady, she was just a receptionist or something with him. And she stuck around with him for so many years. Okay, now she's having millions and millions of rupees. So we cannot say which company is going to make you a millionaire, or your dedication will decide that. Job description, another very important aspect. You need to make sure that you're looking at the job description, just not the title, but everything, responsibilities and qualifications should match your resume. Now, this activity is something I'll revisit. Let's start to build a profile, network, and a brand. To do that, you need to have 2 kinds of support system. One is professional and the other is personal. Professional support system, keep in mind and start beginning to do the professional support system as soon as you begin to work. Begin to network with people. Find a mentor for yourself. Professional development is very important. So it's not that, okay, I got a job now, so now I don't need upskilling. If you don't upskill yourself, you'll become like Nokia. Okay, Nokia phones nobody is using now. Nokia never moved to smartphones. Supportive workplace and peer support groups. So you have to seek that support in your professional atmosphere itself. There'll be other working ladies like you. There'll be support groups in the that the office is given, or on the social media there will be support groups. LinkedIn has support groups. Herky has support groups. Join them. Personal support system, your family and friends, your own self-care and awareness is important. Childcare support, partner support, and community resources. When I say community resources, they will be groups for working moms, groups for childcare. So join those groups and see how other women are taking care of their children, how they are working along with taking care of the family. So that will help you. Few essential tech skills. You already know this, so I will skip this because they're already doing the Infosys thing. So now I'll stop here and I will directly walk you through this on the Herky platform itself. How many of you are there on the platform? So when you come to herky.com, okay, very good if you're already there on the platform. So this is the landing page under which we have opportunities. Under opportunities, we have job and companies. So when you click on the jobs, it will open up an option where you can directly apply for jobs. Now these are hot jobs, which are actually been put in just 43 minutes ago, or something that is there. The employer has put this up very recently, and they are, when you have a hot job and you send your resume, it is much likely that you will get a quicker response. Apart from this, here you have keyword based search. Now, some of you want work from home. Some of you must be looking at part-time, freelance projects, returnee program, volunteering. So say if you click on work from home and just say refine, there are 156 matching jobs. Now here you can just check if there is anything that is matching your requirement. This is for jobs. We have a resume drop option. Here you can upload your resume, up to 5 resumes you can upload. And that is because when you apply for a job. Say I want to apply for this job. Okay, so follow Unnati and get, and I say done. So it is, I can apply. So some of the jobs you can apply immediately. Some jobs you will have to, it will take you to the portal. So now if I say here, let me just put trainer.
Vijay, one doubt here.
Yes.
Actually, I used to, I mean, I'll get my emails based on the job alert which are created in the portal. So sometimes it is being mentioned as a returnee program, and at the same time, it is, I mean, they're asking for an experience. So does they look for the same skill or if we want to upskill ourselves and work on the new opportunity as part of returnee program, they'll consider us?
You can just apply. They will have to just check whether you are matching their requirement.
Okay, because I heard like nowadays some of the companies are taking people with experience in different technical skills though. But as part of returnee program, they are upskilling the women who are returnees, and wherever there is a requirement, they are taking them.
Yeah. So,
So is it
returnee
something like that?
programs, yes, returnee programs, what they do is they train you first.
Yeah.
They'll first ask you for your resume. Then they will see what is the likely chances that you will match up to the new training. And then they will train you, and then they'll give you an opportunity to work on the new skill. Okay. Did I answer your
Because most
question?
of the because most of the times I see the opportunities which are not relevant to my profile, though like I have uploaded for my technical skills.
Yeah, there's no harm in trying. And moreover, after your resume session, right, these things will fall in place.
Okay. Thank you.
We have follow companies where you can follow our companies. Learning, again, we have courses and experts. You can explore this. And then we have something called communities. On the communities, we have groups. You can be part of groups. And this will help you also understand what others are discussing. Also, where we have a portal. So we have an app called Hershakti app, which is there on Play Store for Android users. We are working on bringing it to iOS also. For iOS users, you can use it through your Safari with the same thing, app.hershakti.com. Okay, I want everybody to please open this now. And try to see if you're able to register. Okay. Yeah. So when you open the app is very easy to use. Have you seen a similar app? Reminds you of any app? Okay. So this is the home page. Now you have an option to put in your details. So this is my details, designation, goals, opportunities, and whatever activities I have done will come here, right? This is the home page. Then you have something called a network. It will show you how many connections you have, how many people you are following, how many people are following you. All these details will be there. Also, it will give you connect. You want to connect or follow anybody, you can do that.
Something like LinkedIn?
Yes, it is better than LinkedIn. Okay. So we have share option here. Here you can write a post. You can put up a image. You can video and poll you can do. So let us create a poll. What poll should we create? Tell me, give me one poll. Okay. Do women in leadership roles spend effort in networking? We can say yes. And we can say no. Okay. Then poll duration, 60 days. And we can say post. Okay. Now let me go to the home page. Do women in leadership roles spend time, effort in networking? So yes, no. As and when it is updated, it will get updated here, right? So this is what you can create. You can celebrate your achievement, you can ask a question, and you can also create a discussion, right? So I would just show you how to create a discussion. Sorry. So you want to ask some question in the cohort. you can create a discussion here. Put the topic, put a date. Date cannot be immediately next day, at least 48 hours, and time. And here the interesting part is, say you want to discuss on a topic of what do women do to take care of, no, women do to ensure their children are safe back home when they are working. Okay, so here child care options, and now I say make this topic option. So I have to put a date. Maybe I put it on Friday. Maybe I put that. $12 p.m. I say continue. And childcare options. And then when I say create, this discussion will be created. Okay. So I'm not going to create this. I'm going to show you one discussion that I created for the previous cohort. Right? You see this? You can be a part of this discussion. Just like this and come on discussion. There's the chat. Are you able to open this link? Can you please check? So this is the question. How to communicate when you meet someone for the first time. So building rapport, essential for effective communication, active listening, all this we are going to discuss. So I already have 10 interested participants for this discussion. Can you see this? So this is how you are going to use your app. So please use your app and put your certificates on the app. Right? Any questions on how to use the Hershakti app? We can use the groups. We have all these groups. You can be part of all the groups. Join. You can check and join. And discussions. We have discussions by others also. Pet Lovers Connect. Okay. When is this happening? 7th May at 4 p.m. 7th May at 4:30 p.m. Basic theme creation in Microsoft PowerPoint. 7th May 6 p.m. working in a startup versus working in corporate. So you can just be a part of this discussion. You need not open your on your cameras. It's a normal discussion. Anybody can have this discussion. Right? So this is something that I had just put in, but I already showed all this to you. So job search strategies, prioritize keywords, profile maintenance, network expansion, align your goals, highlight achievements, and stay persistent. For job search, what matters is keywords. So your resume is going to be done by Rajat. So he will help you with that. Your networking session is going to happen. Your interview session is going to happen. Goals session is already done, and applying to relevant job opportunities is something that you're going to learn through how to create keywords and how to match your resume to the job description. It's time for you to come out of your shell, because finding comfort in discomfort is something that is going to help you. 3 months you have dedicated yourselves to this particular program by Hershakti. Assessment, research, presentation, goal setting, interview strategies, and self-evaluation is something that will take you ahead in your goals of getting a job. All right. So with this, we come to the end of the session. Thank you. I'm now going to open up the session for any questions that you might have. So your networking should happen through the Herky portal. We have 10,000 companies and we have so many women on the portal. Some of them are very old members. By now they would have already got jobs, right? So networking, and our app is having so many options better than that of LinkedIn as well. So if you see here, if I go to the home screen, I wanted to show you this. Now, Harshita, if I want to like her post, I can love, I can say wow. So all this is not happening on LinkedIn because we have more emotions to show, right? So please get on to the app, start posting. People will, start noticing you on the portal. Yeah. How many of you are able to access the Herky app?
Ma'am, I am not able to access, though I have registered with the same email ID. Sign up.
So can you connect with Swati or Alekia?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So guys, please take this forward. And I want all of you to be a part of the discussion, right, on Friday. It is a discussion, so I'm not going to talk. Yes. Any questions anybody has, or we can call it a day?
Actually, my interest cyber security and cloud computing, ma'am. When it will start exactly, the course kind of thing.
Alekia? Okay, I want you to take a picture of this and I want you to do this one.
Yes, Vijay.
Okay, this one activity, can you all take a picture of this one activity? From your
Yes.
contact list, I want you to write names of 5 people who are working in the similar technology whom you can connect, and 5 people whom you can look for mentorship or advice. Write down these numbers after the session, and once you have the numbers, send all of them a text message saying that you are a part of this program and you are looking for jobs. So your networking will begin with them. So somebody had a question, Alekia, on when cybersecurity session will start.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Alekia, you are. Yes, Alekia, you are audible. Okay. I think you guys can get in touch with Alekia offline. Thank you so much for joining the session. I am there on LinkedIn. If you have not yet connected with me on LinkedIn, please connect with me on LinkedIn. And if you have any questions, I will be able to respond to you on LinkedIn.
Yeah, one more thing. Difference between jobs for her and Herky, it's the same thing?
It's the same thing. Herky has, Jobs for Her has rebranded itself as Herky.
Yeah.
So very soon the Jobs for Her portal will close and there'll be only herky.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
Bijal, I have a question.
registered with jobs for her, and I had done the same thing, but none of the jobs came up. Like, I don't know.
No, it will come up. There is some the data is getting moved from JFH portal to Herky portal also. Yes, somebody else had a doubt.
Yeah, Bijal, I have a question.
Yes, Swati.
I have worked as a QA automation lead for, around 15 years.
Okay.
And I've taken a break. Now it's 8 years break, and I'm trying to get back in. So the technology has changed. You said, try to reach out to 5 people whom you can connect with. But right now, I feel I'm not there to connect with these guys saying that I'm ready for an opening. because my skill sets are very different.
No,
I
don't
mean,
connect with them and tell you're ready for an opening. Just tell them that, I would just like to inform you that I am taking up this and I am updating myself.
okay, that I've already done. They are aware, but then, right now to push myself for any opening, I feel that, for the past 1 year, I've been doing, I've done it through even jobs for her. But I've only got, responses like, unfortunately, that, we have decided to move on with a different candidate.
Yeah, that's okay,
So,
Swati. See, now it's 3 months you're working on one technology. You're going to get certified by Infosys. So all this will start making a lot of difference. And then whatever has happened in the past will not repeat.
okay.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
most importantly, your resumes will be made good. So that will also be of a huge difference.
Yeah, but how do we, portray the gap is not really a gap?
So for that,
My
we have
problem is
Rajat.
there are questions like, that would come from recruiters that you've got a 8-year gap. A
Yes,
gap of 2 years or a gap of 8 year is something that shouldn't be, uh, deterrent to look at my CV.
Yes. So Swati, for answering all these questions itself, we have Rajat who will help with resume and he will help you
Okay.
with this gap. We have
Fine.
Arti who's
Okay.
going to come on board and help you answer these questions in interview. So how do you answer these questions? So we have 2 sessions in line for you to help you solve these 2 questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm looking forward for them.
Yes. So guys, all the best. I think this is the last session I'm going to meet you. It was a amazing time and interacting with all of you. Learned a lot of things. Okay, please don't let the momentum go loose. Make sure that you are finding time for yourself. Your upskilling. This is your upskilling. If you give yourself completely for these upcoming sessions, at the end of 90 days, you will be a different person. Your profile will be different. Okay, so all the best. Connect with me on LinkedIn. If you have any questions, I will respond to you promptly on LinkedIn. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a pleasant day ahead. Thank you, Swati, Alekia, and Avneet. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Bijal, for
Thank
this
you.
outstanding session.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Swati.
thank you,
Yeah.
Bijal.
Thank you, everyone, for joining the session.